Hello friends, welcome again in this video lecture. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about structure of gynoecium. Gynoecium is the innermost wall and fourth wall of flower. It is the central part and referred as female reproductive organ. Let's see the structure of gynoecium. Gynoecium is referred as female reproductive organ and its individual or single member is known as carpel. Individual and single member of gynoecium is known as carpel. Gynoecium is consist of such one or more carpel. That carpel is also known as megasporophyll. What is megasporophyll? It is made up of three words: mega related to female, sporo means gamete, and phylls means leaf. So carpel is the leaf which produce female gamete, hence it is referred as megasporophyll. Let's see the detailed structure of gynoecium. Gynoecium is referred as female reproductive organ and it consists of three parts, which is known as stigma. This is style and this is ovary. Inside this ovary, ovules are present. This is known as locule, that we call as chamber of the ovary, and inside that locule of ovary, ovules are present. Ovules are present. This ovary is placed on a structure which is known as thalamus. This is the structure of gynoecium. We will see the detailed structure of gynoecium. Gynoecium is made up of mainly three parts, that is stigma, style and ovary. Now let's see the detailed structure of stigma. Stigma is the uppermost part of the female reproductive organ. This stigma may be lobe, funnel shape, branch, and feathery. Its surface is may be smooth or rough, sticky. Why sticky? Because once the pollen grain deposited on the stigma, it will stick to that stigma. Hence, surface may be smooth or rough or sticky. So, this stigma is acts as a receiver for upcoming pollen grain. यानी कि जो भी pollen grain pollination से आएगा, वो कहाँ पे लैंड करेगा? ये स्टिग्मा के ऊपर लैंड करेगा and here the if that pollen is compatible, then the stigma will release some sugary substance that is like gel. Some sugary substance will secrete by the stigma, and this pollen will germinate and form pollen tube. This pollen will germinate. Germinate होना मतलब क्या होना? Pollen tube formation होना. So this is the stigma. Second part is style. What is style? It is the slender projection of ovary. What is style? It is the slender projection of ovary. It is like stalk of the gynoecium, and it is made for raising that stigma, raising the stigma for pollination. Pollination होने के लिए स्टिग्मा को ये क्या करता है? ऊपर तक लेके जाता है. So this style is for raising stigma for the process of pollination. And third point is the style will connect the stigma and ovary together. क्या काम है स्टाइल का? It connects stigma and ovary together. So this is all about the style. Third part है वो है ovary. Ovary क्या है? It is the basal swollen part. उसको कहेंगे हम enlarged basal part is known as ovary. It contains one or more chambers that we called as locules. Inside that locules, one or more ovules are present. What happens when pollen grains deposited on stigma? When if that pollen grain is compatible, then that stigma will secrete some sugary substance and this pollen grain will germinate. As soon as this pollen grain germinate, this will form pollen tube. That pollen tube will passes through this style and comes up to this ovary. This pollen tube contains two male gametes. As soon as this male gamete enters into the ovary, it fertilizes egg that is present inside that ovule. As soon as fertilization takes place, that ovary will get converted into fruit and that ovules will get converted into seed. And the wall of this ovary will get converted into पेरिकार्प, जिसको कहते हैं हम फलों की साल. सो जब भी फर्टिलाइजेशन होता है, that ovary will get converted into fruit and जो ovules present होते हैं ovary के अंदर, that will get converted into seed and this wall of ovary will converted into पेरिकार्प. जो भी आप फ्रूट्स खाते हो वो जो है वो क्या है? एक पकी हुई ओवरी है और उसके अंदर से जो सीड्स निकलते हैं दे आर नथिंग बट ओव्यूल्स. सो दीज आर दी थ्री मेन पार्ट्स ऑफ gynoecium. Let's see the next point. number of carpels. So depending upon the number of carpels, the gynoecium of angiosperm are classified into following type, which are monocarpellary, gynoecium. I hope you are getting. मोनोकार्पिलरी gynoecium मतलब सिंगल और वन कार्पेल is present. Example is Dolichos. If they are present two carpel, then that gynoecium is known as bicarpellary. Example is Solanum. If two carpels are present, that gynoecium are known as bicarpellary, and example is Solanum. If they are present three carpels, then that gynoecium is known as tricarpellary, and example is Allium. These are some botanical names. You should be underlined if written, handwritten. Then, if there are four carpels, then that gynoecium is known as tetracarpellary. Four carpels are present. Example is Homothera. This is the example of tetracarpellary gynoecium. If there are five carpels present in a single gynoecium, then that gynoecium is known as pentacarpellary. Example is hibiscus. You all know that hibiscus is pentacarpellary flower, so it is known as pentacarpellary gynoecium. Example is hibiscus. In case of hibiscus flower, which is well studied plant, it contains five carpels, hence gynoecium is known as pentacarpellary. Next, if they are present more than five carpels, then that gynoecium is known as multicarpellary gynoecium. Multicarpellary gynoecium. Multiple numbers of carpels present. Example is Abutilon genus. Abutilon genus. In case of Abutilon, multiple number of carpels are present. Hence, its gynoecium is known as multicarpellary gynoecium. So this is all the number of carpels. Depending upon the number of carpels, gynoecium is classified into these 6 types. Let's see the next point. Let's see the next point. Fusion of carpels. In a gynoecium, number of carpels vary, and depending upon the numbers, of that carpels. They are classified as monocarpellary if single carpel is present, bicarpellary if two present, tricarpellary if three carpels are present, tetracarpellary if four carpels are present, pentacarpellary if five carpels are present, and if multiple carpels are present, then that gynecium considered as or referred as multicarpellary gynecium. Now, next point is fusion of carpels. Here, depending upon the carpels are either fused or free, that gynecium are classified into two classes, that is apocarpous gynecium. Apocarpous gynecium. And next type is syncarpous gynecium. Syncarpous gynecium. So, depending upon that carpels are fused or free, gynecium are classified into two groups, apocarpous gynecium and syncarpous gynecium. Now, if carpels are free and they are not fused, then that gynecium is known as apocarpous gynecium. Carpels are free, then that gyneciums are known as apocarpous gynecium. Example is Michelia and Nilambu. In these two cases, carpels are free. What is syncarpous gynecium? If that carpels, that number of carpels are fused to each other, then that gynecium is known as syncarpous gynecium. Example is Dhatura and hibiscus. Hibiscus is partly fused. That means, in case of hibiscus, you all have seen that there are 5 carpels present, and these carpels are fused, but partially, or you can say hibiscus gynecium is fused partly. Why partly? Because in this case, carpels are fused, but only with the help of style. Their stigma remains free form. So, in case of hibiscus, it is partly fused or partially fused. So, it is the type of syncarpous gynecium. I hope you are getting. Now, in the next point, we will see ovary. What is ovary? It is the basal swollen part of gynecium and is consists of one or more chambers और उसको ही कहते हैं हम कंपार्टमेंट. This compartment or chamber is also known as locules. This is also known as locules. So, in this ovary, it encloses ovules. It encloses one or more ovules. the number of locules, see, if this is the structure of ovary, this is the locule, or you can say compartment or chamber. So these are the locules. Inside these locules, ovules are present. Suppose these are the ovules. So such one or more ovules are present in such locules. So depending upon these locules, or depending upon the number of these locules, they are considered as number of carpets. If suppose this ovary having 4 locules, 1, 2, 3, 4. If this is having 4 locules, then it is considered that this gynoecium or this flower has 4 carpels. So depending upon the number of locules, it is considered that it is equal to the number of carpels. प्लांट स्पीसीज या फिर फ्लावर्स में कैसे करते हैं कि जितने भी लोक्यूल्स होते हैं प्रेजेंट इनसाइड द ओवरी, दैट नंबर ऑफ लोक्यूल्स is equal to the number of carpels. But there are some exceptions in which that number of locules is more or less than that of the number of carpels. जितने locules है उतने ही कार्पेल्स होते हैं मैक्सिमम प्लांट में, लेकिन देयर आर सम एक्सेप्शन. एग्जांपल धतूरा. इन केस ऑफ धतूरा, व्हिच इज एक्सेप्शनल एग्जांपल, धतूरा, it contains 2 carpel, but 4 locules. Another exceptional example is Tridax, in which it contains 2 carpels, but single locule. So these are the exceptional example in which the number of carpel does not imply that it contains equal number of locule. So Dhatura and Tridax are the exceptional examples. I hope you are getting what we have studied in this lecture, that the structure of gynoecium, detailed structure of 3 parts of the gynoecium, that is stigma, style and ovary, and depending upon that number of carpels and fusion of that carpels, we have seen the detailed structure of gynoecium. Thank you.